Great. Hello! Hi, everybody! Hello, friends. Welcome to It's a Long Story, a place where we roll dice. We tell stories. And we also create magic. Freaking magic, even. Not freaky magic, freaking magic. We're here with most of our friends in the Unearthed Arcanum. Everybody, take a look at your camera, wave, and say hi!
Hello.
How?
Welcome. It's good to be back, gang. I know it's only been a week, but it feels like it's been a lot longer. I think probably because I had a weird vacation. It's been a weird week for me. So I don't know if it's been a weird week for you, but
How was deer hunting?
oh, it was great. It was awesome. I bagged a good one.
Awesome.
I did tell that's for people at home. That's a joke. I went to see the Deer Hunter, which is a band. Yeah, actually, I don't even care. I don't. Yeah, no, I hunted a bunch of deer and I killed them all. I don't care what you think about me. It's fine.
Honestly, bag the big one still works.
Yeah, I bagged a big one. I took someone at the Deer Hunter concert and put them in a bag and left them there.
And they were big.
And they were big.
Yes.
I am literally looking at a picture of Patrick
What,
Bateman
Kiki?
right when you said that.
What? What'd I
You
do?
don't need that much information about their size.
Look, they're a big one. They're big. That's all. What am I talking about? Yes, I went to go see the Deer Hunter. It was awesome. I was also telling, I believe, Angel and Hannah, unless I made it up in my mind, that I figured out our ending during the Deer Hunter concert, which is a very cool sort of thing.
You did.
Yeah, the campaigns, like, I figured out what my job is in transitioning. So yeah, I'm very excited about that.
And then we got our shit rocked in Night Rain.
Yeah, we did.
It's not a good night.
But here's the thing. This is a D&D live stream. We have 5 parties living, existing, and breathing for those that do in the same homebrew world. Not this one. The one we're jumping into, which is the wonderful, beautiful world of Estera. So welcome. Announcement stuff. Schedule should be back to normal for the most part. Summer is winding down, and usually that means that everybody ends up showing back up again. Cooler, taller, different, and all that. And they're all taller than me. Is what I'm trying to say. You guys are gonna come back from summer and all taller than me. That's it as far as the announcement stuff goes. I don't think. Oh no. Actually, also we have a new Thursday player for our Brass Light campaign. So Silas, if you're watching this, hi, welcome to the craziness.
Oh, is that Angel's friend, Silas?
It
Is it a
is.
different
Don't
Silas?
think so.
Okay.
No, different Silas. Hayden's joining the Tuesday campaign, which is Angel's.
Well, I know about Hayden. I was curious if this was also. Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. So very excited to have a full roster once again. To be able to hit this lap of the campaigns pretty hard. We're coming up. Yeah, I always get this mixed up, but we are at least 5 years. We've at least been doing this for 5 years. I think 5.5, which means for this particular party, it's been 4.5.
4-ish? Yes.
4?
Yep.
Yeah, about that.
Actually, no, it would be 4 because we started this campaign in August.
Yes.
Yes, we did.
So 4. So happy 4-year anniversary, everybody. Actually, it
we
would be
started
this
in January.
We started in
Did we start in
January.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
I didn't meet you
you're
guys until
right.
December.
We started
Okay.
planning this. We started planning
The
this. in
four of
August.
you
Yeah,
started
that
planning it
sounds right.
before, but I joined because I remember I joined right before Christmas.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, then, no anniversary. I take back everything I said. So,
No, it's just mine and your anniversary. We've
That's
been
right.
friends
That-
for 5
that
years.
is true. That
That's
yes. And that was 5 years, yeah, because that includes the time we were players together. This is the announcement portion.
Yes.
So yeah, we have a new player in Brasslight. It's awesome. It's great. Super excited to be able to jump in. We're working on character development now. Hayden will be joining in New Moon. Not next week because they're fighting the big bad. Honestly, they're really kind of fighting the big, like Brandon kind of mentioned, it's like, it is kind of the big bad of our campaign. It's one of the like bigger bads that we've been like leading up to. I was like, yeah, that's true. You're right. So it's not the, but it is a. So yes, we're gonna not throw a new player into that right out of the gate. So we'll probably have another following week. So probably the 25th. Yeah. So excited for that. All right. Moving forward, just a quick shout out to our sponsor of the year, which is, as always, Lorify. They have been they continue and always probably will be. Well, I don't know the future, but it certainly feels like they're going to be my best friend forever. And that's not sad at all. Lorify is an awesome resource that we use for everything. I mean, as far as the note taking, I use it for a lot, is what I'm saying. It is our note-taking tool that takes the notes for you. As long as you have the session recorded in some way, whether that's in person by just hitting record on a device like your phone or tablet or computer or whatever, and plugging that into the web-based app, the browser app. So there's nothing really to like download or anything like that. And it's awesome. It's really cool. It has the session summary broken down for you for everything that is everything happened during that session, and they're continuing to add new and sort of exciting things. I'll be fully honest. When we like first started kind of building this like extension out from like different worlds and stuff, I used a lot of like AI things to try to kind of get my brain to kind of wrap around everything. So I tried to build something sort of similar to this. And failed miserably. So unless, you could be smarter than me, I don't know. But God, I love Lorify for making it a heck of a lot easier. And like I said, the best part of it is that they continue to add stuff to it. So they're continuing to work and improve. And that's my favorite thing about any company. So yeah, so I think looking at the, excuse me, the session data stuff for this past we didn't get any. Looks like we didn't get any like achievement sort of stuff that they've been doing. But yeah, it's awesome. You get to check into like having tabs of like NPCs, what happened during combat, world stuff, including some memorable quotes. Like when Miri said, "It was blood soaked. You were right. It was my own blood, but you didn't really specify." That's a quote from the session.
Thanks, Miri.
Of Gwen saying, "The chisel just told me no. Thank you to the spell." It's good. Yeah, and then what was actually going to possibly be the session title, or no, is the session title? Am I making that up? No, it's not the session title. What the session title was going to be, the second runner-up, which was "They Were Here, the Watchers Were Here," which was from Alistair. So yeah, it's awesome. Check it out. Go to lorify.ai to find out more information on it and give it a shot, give it a gander. I think there's still a free trial thing going on. It's hard for me to tell because as soon as I go into it, my ADHD brain goes into what can I research that I left out next. So huge thank you to Jordan and the team over at Lorify. We love you. Mwah. If you're wanting to support the channel, to support what we do, feel free to like and subscribe where you're watching this, whether that is on YouTube or Twitch. You can also check out our Instagram and TikTok, which you'll see. Yeah, there it is right there down below at @itsalongstory_TTRPG. And lastly, this is a live stream, so feel free to jump in and say hi. I know Angel was at one point. Yeah, we don't need to share the Night Rain bit. Night Rain is fine. We're all experts in that. Yeah, huge thank you to those that have supported us through the years. Crazy. Thank you. All right. Before we jump into tonight's session, we need to get a recap of where we left off with this ding dang party. So, Clinton, please take it away.
All right. Thank you to Lorify for filling in some gaps for me on this, actually. So, hey, we started off with Gwen, who had left the owner's house early. She decided that she needed to resolve some things with her mom, Rhea. Sent her a message basically saying she's her own person. She's going to do what she wants. She doesn't really care. Rhea can do her own thing, and that's great. And she didn't wait for a reply. And she thought she was going to get one before Baruch showed up to see if she was okay. And they had a very touching conversation where we found out Baruch is madly in love with Rhea, but it's not really reciprocated. And Gwen gave him some advice. Back inside the house, the owner was waiting on Bridget and Alistair to ask their questions. Bridget asked about the blue-eyed people that had changed her and teleported her a long time ago. He finds a book, thumbs through it, gives very minimal information other than they have a claim over Astera. They are practically gods, and that we should just stay away. Bridget lets them know that she knows two of them and knows their names, and then the owner said, you should probably keep that a secret. Alistair's question is, what information could he learn or get that was as valuable as his father's memory? Pointing at the chisel or the woodworking tools that he had given up to the owner. The owner twists those words and takes all memory of Alistair's father away from him, and then offers him a card in return that allows Alistair or whomever opens the invitation to let the owner arrive and treat that place as if it was his own space for at least an hour, being able to alter the entire space regardless of where it is. Alistair takes it. And then the other half of it is if they do use it, he gets unfettered access to one of our homes for the rest of our lives, and also gets to determine what the hospitality when he arrives should be. So no big deal there. After losing the memory, no further questions. The group leaves fairly quickly, with the owner making a few more comments just to drive home how he had defeated them, more or less. Once they are all outside, they decide they need to just get out of town and leave. So they run a few errands, one of those being going by a shop because Alistair lost his woodworking tools. They end up in a shop that has a bunch of cursed items. Miri decides she's going to take some of them regardless. Alistair sends Gwen and Bridget to go find woodworking tools for him as he stands in line. Realizing some of the items are cursed, the shop owner also being a terrible human being or person, after some over bargaining, Alistair pays 15 platinum for several items for Miri and a woodworking tool. On their way out, Gwen shouts that everything in here is cursed, and half the people run out. They collect their winnings from the casino, get into the Dragon Wagon, and decide to head towards Maracaba. As they were leaving town, the Gwen realizes that the chisel that they got has basically brought all the other tools that you would need next to it. Alistair asks her to cast Legend Lore on it, and it responds back with, no thank you. They continue to try and push in it. They try to identify it. The Legend Lore showed us a man using the tools building a witch's house, basically, and not really sure which of them is in the chisel. They get in the desert. Everyone's kind of down and off doing their own thing. Alistair and Miri are outside on the wagon. Miri bothers Alistair left and right, asking tons of stupid and weird questions, and then says, "There's a speck of a man in front of us." They realize that there is a man. They get the wagon over there. The man collapses on the ground, and Gwen recognizes him as Professor Devlin. And that's where we ended.
Beautiful.
It was a lot.
Awesome. It was a lot. It's funny, man. Yeah, again, it does not. It feels like it's been a long time because there's so much that was covered in that. So yeah, thank you, Clinton. Please take that point of inspiration.
Thank you.
As always, such well deserved. Yeah. Small thing, just because it may come up, and I know that these kind of come up to the Lorify thing. Just a slight clarification. The legend lore showed a version of a man building a house and then seeing a tiny, small girl follow him into the house, seemingly after being called, and grabbed like a witch's hat and stuffed it over her head as she went in. Yeah.
Man, it would be wild if that was Brucelli or something, or not Brucelli, Brumhilda.
Or Brucelli.
Interesting. Anything else to add, friends?
As someone who missed last season, damn y'all, damn.
You missed the entire last season?
Technically speaking.
Does feel like a season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Geography has changed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point. There's a couple of us that were not here, so any questions is also my.
Yes, my main question with this knowing, so we were all present when Alistair lost his memory of Daddy.
Yes.
Yeah. I think it would
Gwen
be.
wasn't.
It would be something that wasn't. That's right. Grim was not there. But it also wasn't it wasn't clear. So there is very to be able to kind of hasn't been really established out loud.
Gotcha.
There was just kind of a realization above table, based on what was said, and right, because I don't think we've established anything with Alistair being oh, I don't remember that.
No, but he's acting different.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he is acting different. Yes, for sure.
No. The only thing is when they left, he said he had lost his woodworking tools. But
Yeah.
that could be taken a number of ways.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So a little freedom there.
Mm-hmm.
Any other questions, friends?
That was really my big one.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you guys are traveling in the dragon wagon on your way to. You guys stocked up on important stuff, as far as the things that we don't want to really, that I don't like worrying about in D&D, which is the supply stuff. But you guys did take time to do that. And now you guys are riding in the dragon wagon to Maracaba with a strange man in your car. Sounds like D&D. Do you guys want to do that? Do you guys
Man,
wanna
I
jump into
fucking love to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Great.
let's do it.
Beautiful.
I think we should do it.
Great. There was a very silly early. Was it called Superbook? Anybody? My deconstructed Christians. It was a very silly early super. Oh no, they made a new version of it. Of course they did. All right. Anyways, all that's to say, there's a very funny intro of kids falling into a book, and that's what I imagine we're doing every time, and I wanted to share that. Let's play some D&D.
Do that.
The Bible.
Remind me during the break to send that to you guys.
Why do I feel like I know exactly what you're talking about?
You gotta know it. You gotta.
Yeah.
Know it. It's really good. But don't look it up because apparently they rebooted it a while back. All right, anyways. Here we go. We come in with the flash of a scene of 6 figures staring down at a figure that seems to be kind of going in and out of consciousness. I believe you guys did some things to sort of try to wake him up a little bit. I'm actually going to roll some stuff. Okay, it's a 2. He seems to every time you guys are kind of revitalizing him, you see him like almost, you're not sure if it's him going unconscious or him just like falling asleep. But it is definitely he's definitely stable. As you see this figure that I would like. Now that Gwyn has sort of mentioned them a little bit, I would like Alistair and Io to both roll me luck checks first.
Okay. 13.
I mean,
Okay, great.
it's a nat 20, and
Great. Okay. Cool.
I don't know.
In that case, we'll say go ahead and roll me a history check. Alistair, you can do so with advantage.
I got the nat 20 for 22.
Okay. Man, I wish I could give you guys more for that. Cool.
That's a 30
Then what do you
history.
30. Cool. Awesome. Beautiful. So it did take like upon initial sort of thing. There's no reason why you would actually like make these connections at first. So it does take a little bit. But as you are staring at this individual, as Gwen says the name Dr. Devlin, you guys both rolled nat 20, so essentially you both are able to connect in some manner of speaking. I kind of you guys can kind of go with it how you would, but he actually worked at he was a, I guess what, adjunct professor is the first, whatever it would be,
Yes.
at the school, teaching alchemy. I would imagine and argue to say that it was most likely like a separate sort of subtract to where Dr. Caravan was. So, Alistair, there's a very good chance that you didn't really have much to interact with him, but it's up to you. You guys both do recognize this figure.
Yo, Al, ain't that Dr. Dev?
Yeah, I didn't realize he was out here. He taught alchemy, and there's not really a lot out in the desert.
Right. Where's our water skins? And he moves to just psychically grab the nearest skin of water and bring it to
Cool.
Dr. Dev's face, lifts his head just so he wouldn't choke on the water, and then he's just slowly kind of trickling it down his into his mouth.
Beautiful. You hear this weird kind of like response from him throatily as you're coming. So as if he's like somewhat aware that you guys are kind of talking about him. You hear him just, please feel free to just say present when I call on you. Thank you. And just goes.
I'm gonna
Easy there, Doc. Easy there.
go through all his pockets.
Cool.
What are you doing all the way out here in the desert, Doc?
I mean, sure, there's something in his coat or pants that will tell us.
Yeah. I think it makes sense either that you do it, but I would say like Eva and Bridget, you recognize like he's something in his body is keeping him from being awake enough to be able to answer questions, and it doesn't seem unnatural.
Could I roll like a medicine check on him?
Yeah, go for it.
I'll
Absolutely.
give you a bardic because I have nothing to help in this situation.
What is that? D10?
A
D8?
D10. D10.
So you're going through his pockets. Eva, looking at this individual, getting the like brief sort of rundown of who this person is. What's going through Eva's mind? I'm just curious. We haven't checked in with Eva in a little bit, so.
I think she's just. Gwen recognizes this person, right?
Yeah.
So she's just. I think she's trying to get the dynamics again. Because every person that this trio has recognized has been a very interesting situation for us. So she's trying to understand the dynamics
I love that.
of what's going on before she goes any
cool.
further into her opinions.
Okay, great. I'm going to say, go ahead and give me an insight check. We, Jess and I did give like a brief sort of rundown of what we know. So go ahead and check give me an insight check on Gwen. See if you can glean anything from the relationship.
12.
12. Okay, cool. Yeah, with a 12, you notice that, I think you notice that Gwen is being, pretty, like, standoffish with this individual. And that could mean, that you recognize, like, that could be a lack of, like, significant sort of bond. It also, I'll say with a 12, Gwen's been acting different as well from leaving the house. So there might be a touch of like, there's a possibility that Gwen is trying to make sure that she's just not really letting anyone else get too close right now. Yeah, so it could be a number of things, but there's some options.
Okay.
Yeah. Alistair, checking his pockets. You see what looks to be a one in this sort of deep. First off, he has one of those pants that has like really deep pockets. So like going in, you notice a couple things, but the bottom is the thing that you might sort of like recognize out of the gate. As you see this like little sort of black kind of tin. It almost looks like a I would put it in the phrase of like a pick tin, like a tin where like guitar picks go in. Trying to think of what else. Could be like where you could put like cards, things like that. Do you open it up?
Absolutely.
You see there is some pre-rolled things that as you sniff it, you immediately smell seems to be a very potent dream root, which is not narcotic level, but it's to have several on hand is interesting.
Put the lid back on and just slide it into my own like pocket. I hate to ask this, but I know the answer for everyone else. Eva, have you ever been with or partied with like drugs? And then I'll pull out that bag
Yes,
of
I have.
magical cocaine that we got at the casino.
God, that was good. Clinton, take a point of inspiration for that. Have you partied with drugs?
Yes, I have.
If someone took something to make them sleep, if you gave them something like this that makes them more awake, would it just cancel?
You want to mix an upper and a downer and see how that goes?
I'm
It
pretty
would end
sure
poorly.
the doctor
yeah.
here.
Your heart might like
Bridget, what did you get on that
implode or
medicine
something.
check, by the way?
34.
Okay.
And it wasn't even, it was a 14 on the die. I rolled a 10 on the Bardic, and I have a plus 10 to
Hell
medicine.
yeah.
Nice.
Hell
Beautiful. I will tell you some things above board, and then I'm going to message you some stuff.
Hell yeah.
So what I will tell you is that this person seems this person is its body is in a point of starvation where it would be close to like starting to like eat into important organs. You know what I mean? Like we're at that like level of like starving themselves that is becoming
Yeah.
very dangerous.
Yeah.
Also, another question. It's currently late night, right?
No.
It is actually so it was early evening, so the sun is just like peeking probably over because you guys just found him. So
Okay, so basically the desert's still hot right now then. It hasn't kind of
Yes.
set into that desert cold yet.
correct.
Good to know.
Yeah. The only other thing Bridget will say above board is that you recognize like this figure also seems to be showing signs of someone who also may have been like awake for a full week.
Yeah, I think also she's looking at potential heat stroke as well. So she's using Druidcraft, and part of it is that you can do like a puff of air kind of a thing, and basically just creating a constant air cycle over him to try to like
Yes.
help his body. Most likely he doesn't even have sweat anymore, which is a really big problem. When your body can't sweat anymore, the salt starts eroding yourself. It's a whole thing. So she's doing air, water, and then is probably asking for rice to mix into a powder with water to make a rice water slurry.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, cool. Point of inspiration for knowing what to do in that. That's cool. Yeah.
Thanks, Apothecary
what the-
Diaries.
Yeah, I in my head kind of like went without saying. Definitely heat stroke stuff going on as well. Yeah. Cool. And I'll be messaging more stuff, but yeah, anything else you guys? You also notice, like Bridget, this guy needs sleep. He's not going to be able to answer any questions right now.
Yeah. He needs
As
sleep.
Clinton is, I'm so sorry. As Alistair is like,
Drugs.
okay.
He needs sleep.
I can
He
hold on to that though if you want me to.
needs
It's fine. Just
Sorry, Bridget. He needs sleep. Yes, he does. We should let
he
him
needs
sleep.
food, he needs water, he needs shade.
Yeah, we can give him Al's old bedroll.
Why
Although-
are you just saying that for him?
Well,
Al-
I was
Al-
I was assuming he
Alistair.
wouldn't really. Do you need your bedroll at this point, man?
Could we use you? Hey, Io,
I
practice
mean,
this with me.
hey,
Alistair,
no. Wait,
could
Boots.
could
In
we
all
use
fairness,
your bedroll?
he volunteered my bedroll. This is kind of fair in this case. Unless you don't remember that when you guys use my bedroll for those spider squeezings. I
everybody roll me a
completely
history check.
understand that.
I mean,
Hell yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Io. You are just making shit up.
Yeah, you could choose to fail. You could choose to. Yeah.
I just rolled a
I
natural
rolled-
one.
I rolled a 5. Io, what are you on about?
27.
You could choose
Okay.
to fail.
You guys are choosing what you do and don't want to remember. That's all right.
You keep telling and talking for other people. It is a consistent thing
Okay,
you have done.
here's the thing. Yes, that is true, but it is also true that he used my bedroll for spider parts.
Neither one of them remember it. No one here remembers what you're talking about. No one.
Okay, y'all are gonna gaslight me.
Get a fucking blanket and a pillow. I don't care. We can have him on the floor, but like
I was about to do that, but then I wasn't volunteering mine this time. And I was thinking
That's
the guy who does
fine.
not sleep, but you had to make this into a whole thing.
yeah.
Honestly,
Anyway.
I don't want to like keep this up, but I mean, you keep saying this over and over, Io, and I do feel like there should be consequences, and we should just use your bedroll.
Miri, who is taking off Dr. Goethe's shoes, seemingly for no reason, maybe for comfort, but also it's Mary. Just looks at you, Io, and just goes, "I remember Io."
Actually, Mary, that's really good. There's a lot of heat that comes out of the feet. The head and the feet are where heat comes out of most. So yeah, no, taking the shoes off is a good call.
I know.
Okay. Anyway, I'm just gonna grab this bed, and we can get him on this thing.
We could also just string up a hammock, and no one loses a bedroll.
Okay. We'll do that.
We'll wait for you.
Io is just blank staring everybody while he's starting to fasten this makeshift hammock then.
Most likely we will have to monitor him overnight to make sure that he sleeps, gets water, food, etc. I will do that until I pass out, probably. So
It's okay. You can sleep. I don't need it. So
I forgot about that.
won't
Despite us
we,
just mentioning it.
won't we need to make a makeshift privy too?
for what?
Normally dehydrated people tend to be a little regular, if you catch my drift, with their bowel movements.
You guys realize I will have to RP all of the stuff that you guys are bringing up right now, right?
I'll take care of it, I guess.
Okay, good. Just trying to make sure the man still has his dignity and everything on while he's on the mend.
I got his shoes.
Yeah.
She's hung them above a bed, like somewhere.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. I will take care of him. You guys sleep.
And we've still got time. We need to start probably taking his clothes off and using a wet rag to kind of start wiping him down a bit. Plus, then we can see if there are any weird symbols or markings on him, because he should be dead.
He was an accomplished alchemist, so maybe that's
Well, I'll
kind of
leave
why
that to
he
you.
held out.
Gwen, do you want to go outside and sit on top of the caravan and keep watch while they undress this man?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, he getting
so
full
weird.
naked in here, so if nobody wants to see that,
Okay,
You got
5
it,
seconds
boys.
ago,
Listen
Io,
to the Dr. Bridget.
you were talking
Yeah.
about a man's dignity, and now you're on board with just undressing him.
I mean, you and me are the two blokes here, so I was thinking we could make sure he still had some privacy and whatnot while we go about this.
Just, I mean, this is Gwen. For what it's worth, this guy is, this guy was kind of clearly a genius. I mean, he's Alistair, he's only like 5 years above us.
Really?
And if he's smart
Yeah.
enough, he'll understand this was to help save his life. And those who don't need
Yeah,
to be in
exactly.
here, I'm going to scruff Mary, are not going to be in here. So that he can.
What?
help
Why?
his dignity.
Just- and that's basically. I'll say Gwen messages Alistair and goes like, "So what I'm saying is, don't kill him."
Hey, what do we need to do? I mean, that's fine. I mean, we we have magical means of doing this. Well, I don't understand why we need to go through all of this.
Magic can do so much. Cleaning him and stuff like that probably could end up doing, but also by applying a cool wet towel to it, his body isn't able to sweat currently. We're basically doing the sweating for him. We're cleaning the pores, we're cooling his body temperature down, and we're just trying to start there. Food and water is going to take the longest with rehydrating and refeeding. He probably can't eat much because his throat is probably fucked, so doing a rice slurry that is so thin, it's at least some nutrients with the water to both hydrate and get him some calories to slowly put some meat on him, not including as well the cleaning. But also, like I said, he should be dead by all standards of looking at even just his feet alone. Something kept him alive longer than he should have been, and he has been walking for much longer than should be humanly possible or fae possible. And either he has ingested something is inside of him, or there are marks on him and there's some magic voodoo shit going on.
Or maybe he just was teleported here and
No.
couldn't find a way out.
But he walked for well over a week.
You don't know that he was here for the whole week. It's just a lot of assumptions to be made about a random person in the desert that is clearly asleep because he took something to make him sleep.
So then, what kept him awake if he had to take something to sleep, Alistair?
I don't know.
So I'm going to take his shirt off,
Yeah,
and
let's
let's take a gander. I'm also going to check his eyes and his mouth and his throat, see if there's any residual left over. I'll check his ears even.
I would be careful. There's a good chance that he's probably protected himself one way or another. He's not exactly some random guy.
He is to me. And Bridget will start taking the shirt off and starting to look over the body. And kind of going head to feet. Very doctor methodical. Checking it all out.
Okay. So I'm gonna say you did the work. You already rolled the crazy high medicine check, and we're gonna hold to that. I will tell you some things. We'll continue on with me telling you some things about board and messaging you the rest. You don't see any notable sort of markings. On him. You don't see any like tattoos or anything like that. You do notice like it's like there is a level of like the shirt like is about 3 sizes too big, and you feel like it's maybe like at one point in time it probably fit him. That's like how like skin and bone he is. You think you also noticed that you notice that his knuckles seem to be a little engorged. Could be, maybe he's a knuckle cracker, like, it could be that sort of thing. Nervous twitch, whatever. But yeah, you don't notice any noticeable sort of marks.
Any like scars or calluses, like on his hands particularly? if he was an alchemist, so said, are there any like alchemical burns on his arms or hands that might back up that statement?
I was messaging you, but I'll tell you, you notice a surprisingly lacking amount of those things.
Weird.
Yeah, I mean, like, burn marks, things like that, like alchemy sort of stuff, like you're gonna have those like sort of chemical things in this, but it's almost like this guy took really, really good care of his skin throughout the years. It kind of seems like that, but also to a point of like not maniacally. What's the word? Like
Obsessively, kind of.
Meticulously.
obsessively.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
meticulous.
You see, absolutely. You don't. Not only do you not see any scarring, you see like no real wrinkles where there should be. Like at all. And then granted, like his a lot of places his skin is very tight. But yeah, it's weird. It's very weird.
Sorry. During the undressing, if I look back in that tin, does it look like there were room for, like, was it full, or does it look like one or two had been used?
Yeah, I'd say like it looks like give me an investigation check.
Plus 14, 23.
23. There is everything is set in this very nice, neat little row. All of the rollers look almost exactly the same size, and you see that there's one space, which tells you that for sure there's one missing, and you see that there's 6 of them, so the 7th is missing.
Got it. So you've got him undressed now. Here, I'll take his clothes. Do just a examination of his clothes. Does it look like he's been in the desert for a week?
Good question. Yes.
Okay.
Give me an investigation check. It's a separate one.
You got it. 25.
25. Okay. Yeah. Right here on the area of the arm, right underneath, you see a very sort of small splotch of blood. Very dried.
How does he look? Was he attacked at all? Was there anything?
You can see it like that.
Just asking Bridget.
No, to a level that his skin looks like pristine, like meticulously pristine, which is weird, especially if he's been outside for over a week. With the sand and other things, you'd expect some form of speckling or other stuff like that.
I'll be very interested and walk around to, assuming you're on the right side, left side, whatever, opposite side, and lift the arm up to see if there's anything on the arm where there would have been blood on the sleeve.
No.
Also, since both Al and I recall this professor, did he always seem to have a very clean-skinned appearance, or did he seem to be very relatively vain?
Ooh. That's a good
From what we
question.
remember.
I think you rolled the nat 20 on what you remember about him specifically. So I'll say, um, yeah, you didn't really get that vibe at all. I'll say this, Io, you tell me, did you? I mean, so I think the more I think about this, the more I think it's kind of like a separation of like arcane alchemy and we'll call like material, like science-driven alchemy, where like the two sort of branches that these two kind of separated. Dr. Karan was like magical side. This dude was a little bit more of like, plants, that type of stuff. Using, but like less magical sort of type of plants and more like into,
Cool.
medicinal uses, things like that. I know. You tell me. Did you take his class?
I think yes.
Okay. So I would say, like, if you took his class, there's a good chance you didn't take Dr. Karan's class. Does that make sense?
Right, because and the thing is, I knew of Dr. Karan, but the K doctor he knew was Dr. Kestrel. So yeah,
That's right.
I think
Yeah. So that makes sense. That kind of connects in. Cool. So taking his class. You remember a couple things. One, he was not a good teacher. He was first off, he had an accent. He didn't give any sort of personal connection to any of his teaching whatsoever. He didn't seem to be like he seemed cynical. That's kind of like he didn't seem like necessarily like selfish or better than thou, that sort of thing at all. It was just like a cynical sort of thing of like he didn't last long, and you think it was because most likely he had enough people like say like, yeah, he's an awful teacher. Not because he didn't know the stuff, but because he just couldn't teach it well. And he was, as Quinn pointed out, he was also very young. So he was only 4 or 5 years older than you guys, teaching advanced alchemy. So there was a certain level of, actually, I'll give you this, Io. You see, Dr. Devlin and Alistair may have gotten along really well, or not at all. And there's no in between.
I was literally thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah. Now, I said all those things, and I don't know if I answered your question or I forgot it. What was your question?
Basically, the question was just, did he look like someone who really took care of his skin to the point where it would look like this?
He did not seem like a vain individual whatsoever.
The other thing about this guy, I took his class, his appearance, he wasn't someone who was really involved in, like, over personal grooming, like, a skincare routine or anything like that. So his skin looking this smooth is odd.
Could
In practical alchemy, he never went outside. He sat in a dim room by a fire all the time.
And again, harsh sunlight, sandy.
What's sunlight? The man never left.
I mean, if he's been out here wandering the desert for so long, I could take a peek inside his mind and see if we can glean some extra information. But I'd rather put that to a vote rather than jumping in.
He could also be somebody who's not him.
Well, there's 3 of us here. Do you guys want me to take a peek in what he's thinking?
I would rather probably heal the physical body before we start trying to break the mind. At
Oh, I
least a-
can't. I normally can't break minds, but hey, that's 1 no vote. And if it's not unanimous, I won't do it.
Well, it won't be unanimous.
Yeah, so I won't do it.
Does he look like how you remember him?
I mean, aside from
The gauntness.
and the smooth skin, more or less.
No, this is new. Look, he clearly took something for some reason, probably to quiet his mind. He got lost. He ended up in the desert, and we found him. Everything is fine.
You said he took something?
Yes, there was sleep root or something on his person.
Dream root?
Dream root, yes. And
That's the good stuff.
Yep. One was missing. So I
Want to make
assume-
it 2? Oh, no, sorry.
What a crazy turn. 2 hours later. It's fine. It's cool he's here.
That's great.
2 hours later, no one tells Eva. Eva comes in.
Yeah, what are you guys doing?
The
What?
fuck? Nobody invited me?
Yeah.
Just smoke rolls out of the wagon when you open the door. Jesus. Look, he did this. We'll heal him up and we'll figure everything out. But I think we should shove the idea that we may need to figure out what's going on from him.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I just think right now it's handled the biggest issues with him. Probably get him in some clean clothes, cool him off, water, rice water.
Oh, speaking of that, I could, with the shape water, I could kind of make like a little fog veil. That way he can stay cool, but also not have privacy.
We can also just reclothe him and throw a blanket on him or something like that.
I guess that'll work.
But I do like the fog veil idea. Could probably combine it with a little bit of the wind to make it just a constant, like a fan, like a
Swamp
Yeah.
cooler.
yeah,
Sorry.
swamp cooler. Yeah,
Um,
force his body to have precipitation on it to help to cool his core until it can slow it down.
yeah, that all sounds great. And then if I peel back his eyelids, what do his eyes look like?
Good question.
Just check his reflexes.
No. I check all the holes.
You see that they're a rather pretty light brown.
Do you have a light to check to see if they're reactive?
Actually, I think
It's fine.
if Alistair doesn't, Ion does. I think.
No, it's fine. I'll watch over him. And
Also, check the ear, check the throat. Or I can do it.
Checking. Why am I checking the ear?
I'll just check the to see if anything's inside. Sand and other things like that could get buried in there, especially if it was windy, and it can cause like hearing damage. The throat. Just want to make sure. Yeah, I think Bridget at this point has already like started to open his jaw a little bit and looking inside to like see was there anything that might be inside that might be obstructed, and probably seeing how aggressively dry his tongue is.
Also,
Yeah.
also,
There's a huge puff of sand that just kind of comes up from him. You see him cough a little bit and seem to kind of settle back down. You don't see anything. Yeah, you don't see anything else, anything incorrect at all.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then she'll start checking the ears to make sure sand or other things like that. Sand, bugs, or anything else in between hasn't crawled up in there.
And if she needs to roll anything, Io's providing the health action by ETing his finger with the light spell.
Okay, cool. You got it. Alistair, roll me a perception check.
Well,
Cool. You guys are doing this, and you see just the camera just sees in the background just Miri's face just peeking in upside down over them before Eva's hand just kind of comes and yoinks them back up. Eva, while this is going on, is there anything you wanted to do up here? Obviously, we don't want to.
She's just gonna keep watch.
Cool.
That's a lot of weird shit has been happening on this journey. She wants to keep an eye out for all the weird shit. So if there's like a perception check, or if we're just totally good where we are.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Okay. That's very good on the die for a 23.
Okay. The 23. You're just at a point where things are starting to get pretty dang dark. But with a 23, the carriage started back up, and I'll say with the 23, you notice that you see some what look to be like the remains of some sort of probably predatory bird, like a vulture or something like that. That's just past one of the dunes that you're on. That pretty much the only thing that's left are the bones. Not that weird here. You also notice that there really isn't really any plant life here. It was a pretty immediate sort of switch. There's some sort of Joshua tree shrubs, but even them seem to be working real hard to hang on. It's a lot of nothing. Just as the sun fully begins to set, you saw about I'll say 3 more bone carcasses, all seemingly small.
Okay. I'm just gonna message down to Alistair, because I'm assuming Bridget is busy helping this individual. There's a lot of bodies out here. Bone carcasses, but there's a lot of them. More than I'm comfortable with.
Alistair, you hear not bird bodies, you just heard bodies.
Yep.
seem to be any immediate danger.
No, they seem to have fallen from the sky.
Then we're busy.
All right.
Well, what is it?
I don't know. They fell from the sky. They're carcasses, bodies, bones.
I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
Eva's found bodies.
Oh shit.
I think she thinks I can do something about it. But
I just like the idea that you all heard Eva say bodies, and you're like, probably not.
yeah, but sure.
She's not wrong.
She's not wrong. You're right. That's right.
I'll.
Okay, Al.
Why didn't she message you?
She trusts you.
Just walk out or walk towards the front of the car.
Cool. Eva, are you in the front or the top?
She'd be like at the front, but sitting on the top, so her feet are
Sitting
hanging
on
out
the top?
probably right near the door.
Oh yeah, cool. Alistair, you get kicked in the forehead right when you open the door.
Oh shit! I didn't think you'd actually come out. I was just letting you know that there were bodies.
Hey, where exactly? I'm sorry.
Over
My fault.
there,
I should have
there's a
checked
couple
for
over
feet.
Alistair, you look in that direction. It's pretty. It's now getting pretty dang dark out. So Eva, you're even having to kind of like point, like just like a little bit, sort of like a touch behind you. Everything sort of in front of you now. It's really hard to see. I'll say for both of you, go ahead and give me another perception check.
Okay.
17.
25.
Go with that one.
Ooh.
$17 on the die for me.
Yeah, Alistair. Eva, do you have dark vision?
I do. Yep.
Great. Yeah, with a 25, you see what looks to be like. Alistair, if Eva points this out to you, you didn't see it because it kind of looks like a tree. Eva, you see what looks to be like a very large, it could be a bird wing, it could be like a bat wing. It's hard to tell because it's only bone that is sticking out of the ground, but it's probably about maybe 4.5 feet in length. Just a single wing sort of sticking up out of the ground.
Holy
No,
shit.
no flesh or feathers, just bone.
Is that a dragon wing?
I'm sorry. What?
You see it? It's like a wing, but it's massive.
I haven't known you long enough yet to know if you're kidding or being serious. So I'm just gonna ask you, can you just tell me directly what's going on right now?
I don't know. There's a bunch of bones around here, mostly flying creatures. I'm assuming that something happened and it knocked everything that was flying out of the sky. Maybe incinerated it because there's like no flesh or meat or any feathers left on them. And now they're all dead around us.
It's a
And we're riding
wild
straight towards it.
leap straight towards it.
Yeah, I mean, at least that's the way I would write it.
See, that's the part that I don't know if I should stop the cart or if we should continue.
What does your... No, you don't. Do you have a heart? What does your mind tell you? logical individual. There's a lot of carcasses of flying creatures that have been thoroughly cleaned off around us. Is that a concern for someone who's studied the world?
You see Miri kind of like sit beside you, Eva crosses her arms. Yeah, does that concern you?
I will step just a little bit so I'm not in front of either one of them directly and go, stop. So the wagon just stops.
Stop. Yeah, give me a dexterity saving throw, Eva.
21.
Oh, you're good.
Did you want to walk there, or did you want to take the wagon?
Oh, sure, we can walk.
Okay.
She's gonna leap down.
Bridget, if he's fine, Eva wants to go check out these bones.
Dead birds everywhere.
Long dead birds.
That sounds okay. Long dead? Like, are we talking days or
They're
longer?
Io,
Bones,
go see them. Io, just go see them.
No, dead birds are an omen. Typically.
They're an omen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Anyway, if we get bad luck, it's because we mess with them goddamn birds. Them goddamn birds. All right. I'm coming out.
Yeah, totally that, and not me accidentally killing a divination person somehow.
Listen, bad vibes are all in your vibes, so as long as you don't believe in that, you're good. Let's go. Check out the bones.
That is not how that works, but okay. Io flies on out, making the sign of his god, making the sign of his goddess, because he does not trust these folk in not getting us cursed.
Cool. I'll say Miri
Bridget,
goes
before I
with
go-
you guys. Gwen stays. Okay.
Before I go, Bridget, you can ask the mirror to fix the wagon if you need like a hospital or something. He can do it. Just be nice. Echo likes politeness. And then she's gonna walk away.
Echo traumatized. Go!
Please message me if anything changes with him.
I don't have message, so I will open the door and start screaming.
Point at Gwen.
I will point at Gwen.
No, that okay.
I could leave Callisto, and then you could just tell him to go get me. Then we're not alerting any desert baddies.
No, I think Gwen has message and can message.
Oh yeah,
Alistair's.
that works in that case. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
Do you want to watch over him?
Yep.
Okay.
Works. Be careful.
Will do. And Bridget will hop on out as well.
Okay.
Do
You
you
guys
wanna talk to Echo?
go. Yeah. Do you want to talk to Echo?
No. Not at the moment.
You do see, Eva, you had like the kind of hanging sort of thing of the mirror. Do you have it facing outward or inward?
Out so he can see everything going on.
Beautiful. Yeah, you just see this singular eye just as you're just walking out.
Echo, I'm sorry, later.
Cool. All right, you guys head out into the. You notice that there's like a. Do I have a? Oh, I don't. Okay, cool. That's right. As you guys start to walk out, there's this like kind of like weird moment of like this hard change in temperature that's already sort of starting to happen here. So there's like the temperature's like dropping in a weird way for you guys, almost in a space of like every 3 steps. Almost feels like a weird like sort of degree drop. You're also going downward in the like sort of valley between these dunes. As you come towards this creature, yeah, tell me what you guys are trying to look for and roll for.
I mean, Alistair would look for identification. What does this belong to? Size, general size, anything you can determine from bones, size, density, creature.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give Alistair a bardic, because that's why I called him. He's the smart one.
And then, since he probably can't see super clean, I'm gonna give him the help action again with the ET finger.
My camera just died.
Okay. All right. Yeah, as you're trying to identify, we gotta. It sounds like it's just Alistair getting a help and a bardic to identify what this creature is. Beautiful. Bridget, what are you up to?
Because Bridget does not have dark vision, I am going to do Guardian of Nature, which is the primal one where she gets all like beast mode, to give her dark vision for 120 feet.
Okay.
And she gets extra like walking speed and stuff like that so that she can kind of see around the desert a little bit more. And it's just watching out to make sure there aren't shifting dunes in suspicious ways.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Yeah, give me a Bridget, give me a perception check. Alistair, give me an investigation check, and with advantage, and feel free to add that bardic to it. Actually, sorry, nature. Apologies.
$26 nature.
28 perception.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So, Alistair, as you get closer, you notice that there are batwings and birdwings share a lot of commonality from just like the bone structure of things, especially at this size. A bat this size would be not only terrifying, unlikely. You also very much recognize that I feel like Alistair has 100% adopted the idea of like, if I can think of it, then it could exist. So there's also the thing of like, you've heard the like term dire being put on a bunch of different animals in like, so why couldn't there be a dire bat? You do notice that the skull of this creature this is a horrible way to put this. The skull of this creature kind of looks like Miri.
Yeah.
You see that there the distinguishing feature, and you only see one of them. Looks like the other one's kind of like broken off, but a distinguishing feature of what looks to be like antlers coming out of this creature. You rolled a 26, so this is something that is not well known to be flying around specifically in desert parts, but is certainly big enough to do so. This is a periton, which is a basically a bird with the head of a stag. As as you're noticing that, Bridget, you're seeing, you're looking past and seeing a lot more in the darkness of the 120 feet dark vision that you're seeing. It is not in a particular sort of pattern. And you think Eva's right. It looks like they almost were dropped to the ground after being consumed.
Guys, I think something ate them.
Lovely.
Oh, that's so much worse than I was thinking.
So, as Io's gonna actually look at the bones now, does he see marks that are indicative of like bite marks in the bone, and specifically what type of shape are these bone like indentations? Do they seem to be rounded, kind of like a dagger, like basically a predator's fangs, or do they kind of seem to be almost like equine, something of that nature?
Give me a medicine check.
Okie. If someone has a bardic, I could totally use that because medicine is not my forte. But they don't. They totally don't have to.
Nah, I got a couple to spare.
The
It's a D10.
bodies.
Yeah, I gotcha.
The bodies that you see, Bridget, is it a trail or just random?
With the bardic, that is a 7.
Okay. With a 7, you don't see any markings whatsoever.
I'm completely stumped as to what could eat these. I don't see any teeth marks, beak marks. Hell, I don't see no butcher's knife marks.
The bodies that Bridget sees, is it a trail of bodies, or does it look like they're just random?
Looks like they're just random. Based on what Bridget would tell you, I think. Yeah.
How big is the skull? Like basketball?
Yeah, I would say basketball.
So if I walk over there, like I'm gonna take the head, because it's the big skull, does it look like any of the bones in the neck were broken?
As you walk over close to it, Alistair, I'm going to say because of the question that you asked here in particular, you notice that you actually see the antler lying close by. It does look like it was broken off, or it broke off, which is probably annoying in the specificity of that. But I am getting into the reasoning here is that, yeah, you don't, because you asked so specifically, you don't notice any harm to the bones. Even like the antler itself, like, you know, obviously there's might have been natural, like might have happened in the moment. At this moment, you get a message from Gwen. Hey guys, I'm sorry. He's like crawling your way. Dr. Goethe, stop! And you actually start to hear Gwyn.
What? They're coming here now.
All right, let's go help him.
Yeah, let's get on back.
Yep.
Just roll. I rolled another 2. He falls unconscious again by the time we get there. Sorry. Gwyn. Gwyn is now trying to kind of pick him up. I don't know what he just immediately started running. He rolled out of the. I'm sorry. I turned my back for a minute. Here, you take him, and just throws him on Io.
Oh, okay. Guys, I'm gonna need a little bit of help here. Strength ain't exactly my forte, and,
Io, give me a perception check, DC 20.
oof, okie dokie, no pressure. Oh, I might have just failed, but hopefully I am wrong about my... Yeah, I just failed. That's a 19.
Cool. You heard him right before he went unconscious. He said something in your ear, and you couldn't make it out.
Yeah. Dr. D, let's just get you back to bed.
Get him back in the hammock. I'll take care of him.
Could you help me, just...
Sorry,
Mind the
before we do
lights.
this, if he was coming here in such a hurry, maybe you should find out why.
Okay. Unanimous decision? I'm jumping into his mind? Because, he's out again.
Please.
Okay. I just don't like doing this too often. And Io is going to full dive detect thoughts.
Io, the first thing you notice is that this is not how detect thoughts work. You see tents, some cobbled together, small, makeshift structures. You see this large, deep red mountain, and you see that there are mining tools. There's even a little kind of makeshift cart that has the beginnings of a little bit of some sort of railway system. This is all outside, middle of the day. You see the wind blowing, tent flaps open. Heavy static. And you see the scene shift. Same tents, same tools, same area, same time. Blood, gore, everywhere. No intact bodies, just pieces. You see there's torn tent flaps. And you see what looks to be top half of some humanoid figure. pulling itself along the sand. One arm, the other arm, not there. Static comes in again, and there's nothing but sand, dunes, as far as the eye can see. You feel yourself whipping around from left to right. You know that it's not you that's doing it. It is the mind, this memory that you've tapped into. Scanning right and left, running, falling, tumbling, picking themselves up, running again. You see many times of after getting up, you're consistently looking up into the sky at the sun, hurting your physical eyes staring out, but you're being chased by something. And the last thing you hear please stay inside. I only see me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Oh no. Please don't be bad news. Please don't be bad news. Oh god. That is a 15. Is a 15 a fail?
Cool. 15's pretty good. I'm gonna say it's. You'll see. You're not dead. Cool. You come to on the floor of the cart. Dr. Devlin Goethe right next to you. And you see that whoever is probably like heading up the rear, so we'll say probably like Eva, just got into the cart now. So you didn't lose a ton of time. Mm-hmm. But you do like notice like Gwen, Bridget, Alice are all kind of like staring down at you. Like it seems like they had to help you also into the cart.
You good?
I could. That's not how reading someone's thoughts go. It's words. It's always words. But he was running from something. So when I was in his mind, it's as if I could see through. I'm assuming his eyes. There was this camp. They were mining, I think. Red Mountain. Then my vision flashed, and all of a sudden, the other miners, the other workers, were torn to pieces by something. Then there was this figure torn to pieces, still alive, crawling away. Then a flash, and someone was saying to him, "It's." You said not safe, right, Joe?
Stay inside.
Stay inside.
You heard someone say, "Stay inside."
Someone told him to stay inside. I've never got images when I read someone's mind.
So maybe we stay inside when the sun comes up.
Also, weird question. What does Dr. D smell like?
Sandalwood and Jim Sweat.
Bergamot, obviously.
A wet one's towelette.
No, dude wipes. Totally. He's such a fucking dude wiper.
He's such a fucking dude wipe.
I like this question, so I'm going to give you a chance. Give me a perception check. DC, this is 20 to get information that you don't already have.
Okay. Damn it, that's a 10.
He smells awful, but not surprising.
Io, do you have any clear liquor?
Clear liquor...
Eva?
No, just some wine.
Can I have clear liquor on me? Can I say I have clear liquor on me?
You have a possibility of having this might be a good practice thing.
All right. Oh. Hold on. Echo, darling. I'm just gonna look at the mirror. Do you think you can make a small bar over there with some good clear liquor, like vodka and tequila?
Something with a really high proof.
So vodka or tequila?
Oh, like moonshine?
Unless you're into like hard
absinthe?
stuff. Do you?
I mean, as close to pure alcohol as you can get. That would be...
Stronger. I heard of this thing called Everclear.
Sounds elvish.
Cuts to a like a hardcore commercial of like, hey, do you want to get super fucked up? But it's hard
We've been
because
alive.
you have a
so
constitution of way of what? +5?
Alive for
We
200
got
years.
you.
Gotta mix it up.
You
One
want to
shot
make
of this
sure
and you'll have pointy ears too.
you don't need 10 years of your life. It's fine. Just drink the bottle.
You're gonna live forever. That's a guarantee. Beautiful. Okay, cool. I think so. To be honest with you, this is something that I could roll, but also, Kiki, if you'd like to roll, just roll me 2d20s.
That is a 16 and a 15.
Ooh, nice. Cool. You see a. I'll say, Eva, this is probably to as like it's kind of like a practice sort of thing for Echo to do this. Echo kind of was in a strange way was able to sort of communicate some of this to you of the idea of what they could possibly do. But in the idea of like the beginnings of this, I will say this is from Eva's memories. So Eva, tell me what we see appear as furniture and what alcohols are on top of it.
It's truly like a hotel room wet bar that appears.
Hell yeah.
And there is definitely hard liquor, but there's also some mixers to it as well. Like she could make a margarita or a martini if she wanted to with what's here.
Beautiful. I think you see that there is that there's a moment where like there's like a oh guys, it's upstairs. I could go grab it for you, but the mixer, the cool
Sure.
thing.
Shaker.
Mixer. Shaker.
Shaker. Yeah, thank you. Cool. You see the shaker is actually moving by itself for a second and then just falls to the ground, and you see that like there's just liquid everywhere, and then it just wipes itself up. So it's
Oh,
trying.
perfect. I'm gonna pick up the shaker and... Is this strong enough for you?
This is real. This will last.
Let me see. I'm gonna pop it open and take a swig of the Everclear. Is it real?
Yeah, it's real.
Yeah. God. Yeah, no, it's real. Take it.
Okay, thank you.
It reminds me of you
That is dedication.
when I was younger.
Okay.
I need to chase it with some tequila. Hold on, I'll be back.
Did,
Using
Okay.
tequila to chase anything. Oh my god.
cool. I'm gonna pull out 2 of those Dream Root cigarettes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rub them between my hands and kind of bruise it so it releases some of the oils that are in there and drop it into that bottle.
Okay.
So I can infuse this alcohol so they don't have to smoke it, drink it, or be injected.
Oh, nice. I like that a lot. Cool. Yeah. You see as you drop the dream root in, you see this like this sort of like smoke start to kind of come up, and starts to go from like a standard sort of gray smoke to like a bright pink. Alistair, you've spent enough time with like alchemy stuff, like you see that like, nope. Like unless you want to know, you just put it far away from you and let it
Cork
let
that
it
shit.
mix. Yeah.
Yeah. Just let it do that.
But they're so much better smoked.
Smoking requires thought and consent.
It's also probably better
And
for
a
his
different
lungs.
administration of drugs don't require consent?
Touche.
You're wanting to give him.
Gwen, who is so impressed with some of the stuff that happened, is now looking at Alistair like,
Are you wanting to pour that into him?
You said he was... It doesn't make sense, right? You said he was running from something. If he was running from something, why would he intentionally put himself to sleep?
Because something is keeping him awake.
I don't. But what?
But what's he running from? If he's running from something, he wouldn't want to stop.
What tore?
Unless he
those
was
people
forced to.
apart? Could it have been? What if he's a werewolf?
What?
I mean, no.
Miriam immediately goes, that's what I was
No,
thinking.
no. Think about it like this. There were people torn apart in his vision. Maybe he survived. Maybe he was bitten. Maybe he's afraid if he's awake, he'll turn.
I mean, it could also be the cursed creatures we ran into in the forest. The skeleton bone creature things.
That too.
You guys also saw him awake, just a heads up, actually, because Dan and Kiki, you guys weren't here. He was walking and then stopped and collapsed.
Oh, okay.
When you guys saw him.
Could also be a proximity thing.
Thing is, what if, in theory, he's trying to keep himself asleep because he could see himself as a danger to others if he's awake?
It also could explain how he survived so long.
And his skin was not this smooth when he was in the safety of a protected school that was practically a castle.
I feel like it is getting really late, and Io's ideas are becoming farther and farther more far-fetched, and maybe we should
Are you saying werewolves don't exist?
just get some sleep and...
You hear Miriam go, oh, here we go.
Or other creatures that used to be people that aren't people anymore don't exist, even though we have fought said creatures?
I think they exist.
I'm gonna
I
go up
don't
on the
think
roof.
that speculation is gonna help right now with
I'm
what's
gonna
going on with this
I'm
doctor.
gonna go on the roof.
Yeah. Eva, do you Uh, do you party with drugs? No. Uh, but also kind of yes. Roll me
Yeah,
a
that's the
like.
question. Yeah, she's
Are you
done drugs
cool?
before. Yeah, she's
Are
cool.
you cool?
Give me a cool check.
Trying to think of this check.
One
A
of her
real vibe
partners
check.
is a mercenary pirate. She's done drugs before.
Of course, absolutely. I kind of want to
But
just
did you
give this
like
to
it?
you in this moment. I'll tell you what. Let's do this. We'll do a religion check. The DC of this is 8. So it would be just a culture
Religion.
thing.
That's a Timu 20.
Beautiful. With a Timu 20, you, Alistair, you opened up the canister probably in front of her, right? Eva, you saw that there was 6 of them, and there would have been space for a 7th on here. You think there's a possibility that he just takes this to go to sleep? He wasn't. When you guys saw him, he was walking. He was heading in a direction. It's a possibility that this was just something he grabbed on his way out.
Yeah, no, I the thing is, this isn't like recreational fun. This might be like the only way this guy can get to sleep at night. Don't think that's what he did while he was walking towards us. Whatever happened, I don't think it has anything to do with the dream route. He might be looking for the dream route to stay asleep, but I don't think it's what caused him to sleep.
Either way, if he was running from something, we're running towards it, and we should all maybe rest.
Yeah.
Just keep an eye on him.
Bridget, you rolled a very high medicine check. Remember, one of the things that you caught specifically was the mental state and the physical state shows that this figure most likely has not been asleep till now for some time. So as mentioned by one of you, what was keeping him awake and how dangerous is it for him to be awake, for him to be scared for his life and still grab that on the way out? And with that, we're going to take our 10-minute break. See y'all in 10.
Trading cards? If they are MLE trading cards?
Okay, listen.
He was-
Because of all of this, that makes them athletes and a sport. That's fine. Then chess They're athletes.
Yes.
Okay. No.
I agree with that.
No, I can't agree with that.
Specifically, the variant of chess known as chess boxing.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's that for sure. Let's agree with that.
Where they play 2
Can we
minutes
all
of
agree
chess,
chess boxing
and
are
then they go,
Yes.
and then they go do a round in the ring, and they come back and do 2 more minutes of chess. And you either
This is
go
such
to
a big deal.
knockout, or
Or
king is
checkmate.
taken out, or checkmate. Yep.
This is such a big deal. I'm allowing it to move past the 10-minute break to just let you guys know that my wife met Joey Chestnut last night. No, tonight. It still happened. It's still hours ago. And she was excited to tell me about how much she was disgusted by it. And,
Well, Joey, if you're still watching after hearing that, I'm so sorry.
look, all the love's over here for you, Joey. Let's get back into D&D. Is there... wait, what? I just turned off the music. Yeah, is there anything you... let's put it this way. So, okay, we come back to the scene here. Bridget, you recognize that there's a possibility of the substance that Alistair has changed the chemistry of a little bit. Maybe something that is for sure at least important to this figure. Is there anything else you guys wanted to do this evening?
Bridget did want to go up on top and start doing some star charting and kind of mapping stars out, especially
Cool.
with the desert, because I feel like we're in a pretty secluded area that will be a lot easier to do.
Yes, absolutely. Oh yeah, you can definitely do that. So that's definitely happening. What do you? Anything you guys want to be doing during that?
Io is actually going to follow up with Eris from the Sending Bulb, and he's just gonna say, "Sorry, babe. There was this asshole Faye. He cut you off mid-sentence. We gave him a piece of our mind. Love you."
Oh man. Roll me a luck check.
Okie dokie. I'm not trusting you again, because
Knowing what Eris just went through too.
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking shit, man.
Trying to figure out what time, at what point in time you're sending this.
Are there time zones in Astera? Like,
I think so. I think that's there kind of has to be for this to work.
yeah.
Hopefully a 19 bought me something nice.
Okay, cool. The 19. Okay, cool. Yeah, the 19. I'm gonna say it is nighttime over there as well. You do get a response from Eris that essentially says to you, Io, I just met Eldrin and her friends. She said she knows you. Do you know her?
Yeah. We helped her get her wombat friend's mom to safety.
Ah. There is a wombat here.
Older lady who can't see too good, or is that the wombat, or is that the son?
I
Wilbur. I'm
don't know.
assuming his name
Seems
is.
to... Wilbur, yes.
Oh, get out. Well, are they doing all right? They been treating you all right?
Yes, we came to an understanding. um, things are still weird here, but Eldrin told me they are looking for someone who might be trapped here.
Huh. Trapped. If we had a name, we could possibly help out.
Seemed family member. I didn't get the name,
Gotcha.
but we are helping. We are helping tomorrow. I assume they are good people.
That's good.
I assume they are good people. You know them. Yes?
I mean, I've met Eldrin.
Okay. We've talked about this. There is Okay. No, go ahead.
Yeah, I met Eldrin. She is very willful, princess type. She does seem like a good person, but she can be abrasive, to put it mildly.
Yes. Well, you should do you know Milo?
Mila?
Milo.
Milo. Yeah, I don't think Io knows Milo at all.
Yeah, there's a possibility you wouldn't.
Yeah, he probably has heard of him, but I don't think he met him at all.
Yeah.
Milo, is he part of their group? He's not ringing the bell, in all honesty.
Okay. Well, there was a rough start to our meeting, but
Any of them hurt you?
no, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Good, because I didn't want to have to come up there. Because I can fly now, so it'd take me a while, but I can get there.
Oh, pick me up. I like you telling me all of these things of how you're now so powerful and yet can't seem to make your way over here.
I'm tied up in a lot, babe.
You better not be.
You know me, I'm thinking I can save the world and whatnot, so I'm just trying to help my friends out.
I think these are good people.
Okay.
I stopped the werewolf.
Really?
Mm-hmm. In his tracks. That was Milo. Milo's a werewolf. I don't know if I'm giving away information that he...
Hey, between you and me, no secrets. So, cool beans.
Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to convince my friends that, yeah, werewolves are something we should actually be concerned about, and they decided to pretend like I'm just, blowing smoke up their asses.
But I thought they were... You are the leader, yes?
Hey, you know, you can only lead the willing. it's just good to know they got my back. Can't complain about that. I can't complain about much else.
If they don't, tell them I will send Milo after them.
Yeah. Definitely let them know.
There's also another one. I actually overheard some sorts of conversation about like an army of werewolves.
An army of werewolves?
That is what I said.
That's terrifying, but also really kind of cool.
Yeah.
That transforming can't be comfortable, but again, the
Oh, it does
benefits-
not look comfortable at all. There is Sava has made it pretty clear in her transformations that there is some struggling, but it is nothing. It is nothing like I saw from Milo.
Oh boy. Get out of town. So, how are you settling in back with your circle, too?
You know, Zuri is there is a lot of responsibility they have, and they put a lot of responsibility with me, so must mean that they trust me in some manner. Might make things difficult as we are having to go to Elder Zuri about the. No. Don't worry about me. It's under control.
Okay. I just want to make sure you're happy.
I'll be happy when you come home.
All right. Don't get into too much trouble without me.
Okay. Stay safe.
Blows her a kiss, and yeah, you too.
She does that back. Cool. Where did you have this conversation?
You know what? In his little corner of in his little cubby corner of where his bedroll is.
Cool. Yeah, you kind of like figured like most everybody else was like sort of asleep and you're being really quiet. You then see just you like look up from the from this moment to see once again the antlered head of Miri peering upside down from above just at you. Ooh.
Oh, heard all that, didn't you?
No.
Good. You gonna try to eat my dreams tonight, or is that something you only did in the Feywild?
Yep. Every night.
Seriously, be careful, because remember, my old patron didn't care about you. We don't know about this new patron. He already killed Gwen. He might kill you too.
I'm gonna eat him in your dreams.
That might not end well for you.
And then I'm gonna eat you in your dreams. Good night.
You're gonna get IBS.
Cool. Bridget, as you are starting up on the roof, first off, is anybody with you? Eva, Alistair. Obviously, Gwen. We'll say Gwen's sleeping.
Eva's trying to keep an eye on this guy.
Cool.
Yes, I will be up there then.
Okay. Bridget, roll me a flat intelligence check. Or sorry, flat wisdom. You're tracking.
So just add my wisdom to this,
Yeah,
not survival.
not survival.
Okay. Okay. The dirtiest, nastiest 20. Unnatural.
So nasty, so unnatural. Cool. Yeah, Bridget, you're making some pretty significant headway. There's the beauty of being out here in the desert, where one thing it's at this point in night it's actually started to get pretty dang cold. But so you're probably a little bit bundled up. Alistair, you're probably not. But yeah, you're there's not a cloud in the sky, and all the lights are, all the stars are out. Crap! Dang it! I gave it away. They're all lights. Dang it! No, all the stars are out.
Still in the owners.
Nice and bright. You're still at the owners. I thought about it. No.
Hey Joe, how's
Yeah,
the moon
you
look?
get a lot of it. That's a good question. Let's roll for it. Yeah.
Waxing, waning.
Wandering.
That baby is a
New
full
moon. A full moon.
moon.
Fun. Yeah, I think Bridget has just pulled out a sheet of paper and stuff like that, or she probably has a notebook, honestly, and is just working on charting sections of the night sky as she sees them. And there's a lot of her now, I think, especially after the memory, seeing how different the stars look.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's also there's been the comfort over the past few days of not having all of the information, having a lot of clouds in the sky and a lot of things of maybe it's not quite right. There was some sort of the comfort in the unknown, and looking at it here and going, yeah, they're totally different.
There was a level of doubt she could trick herself with a bit.
Yeah.
And I think there's very much so that kind of extra weight on her shoulders, not just the blanket that's wrapped around her, that she's feeling. They're a lot different than I remember them.
Different how?
Shifted. Some are brighter, some don't even exist anymore. Some seem to have moved in the night sky.
We're absolutely somewhere that they've probably never been, so they'll be in different places.
It's more than that. More than just I know we're in a different spot. We're not in Brute. And at the same point, there are still stars that should be able to track.
that's important to you? Tracking the stars?
I'm trying to understand them a bit more. Understand when we are, not just where. With the Feywilds and everything like that, time is soup between them and the material plane, and depending on how long I was in there versus now in the Feywilds, how long has time actually passed?
If you know these things, how is it going to help you? What do you hope to achieve?
I can answer that in 2 steps. If I know how long it's been, I know on average how long halflings live for, whether or not my parents are alive or not, whether or not my brother is alive or not, can kind of take an average guesstimation from there. Then from that information, that can determine certain threats that were thrown at me when I was younger. And how much?
Tell me everything you remember about that night.
Okay. It was, we had family friends over. There was Clover and Rosie that had come over for dinner. They left. We had just gotten a pair of Highland cows that we were gonna start taking care of. My brother and me, Mickey, and it was nighttime. It was late. I wanted to go check on the cows before going to bed, just to make sure they were okay and the pasture was secure and everything like that. There was, we named the cows Turnip and Tulip. I, of course, named the cow Turnip because, it's a root vegetable that actually can provide sustenance and stuff like that. Mickey named the other one Tulip because flowers, I guess. I don't know. I got out there. I looked back at the house. And I saw 2 figures standing on top of the house. And then they were, next to me all of a sudden. They were saying I had seen too much, I knew too much, that I should be killed, more or less.
Wait. So, seeing too much and knowing too much was just because you noticed them?
Yeah. I saw them.
Sorry, continue.
One of them tried to defend me, saying I didn't know anything. I was just a kid at the time, that I shouldn't be held accountable for this. And then they had brought up, I believe they mentioned an idea of like the multiverse, and I explained, well, yeah, the multiverse of course would exist, saying is that every action every single person takes would create a branching path, and every single version of those would then continue to branch out infinitely, as it just would create a giant multiverse of every action, yes, no, and those would just continue to branch forever and ever and ever. That was not the answer that would keep me alive, or at least that form. One of them then started casting a spell, trying to combine or turn me into, I'm not sure, with Turnip. And then I kept pleading and crying to him. Then the other one said this wasn't the way, and then I woke up in the Feywild. Like this.
Now tell me what you don't remember.
I know the other day, or it was I know the day after there was supposed to be a meeting in town. I do remember that. I remember what they looked like. I don't know how much information I can give on that, though.
It's not what I asked. I asked you to tell me what you forgot. What do you not remember? That's what I want to know.
I don't know if there's more that I don't. I think there's more that I'm missing. I think there's something else. But without maybe talking to Echo to figure out more. Hey Joe, can I roll a history check on gaps in my memory?
Sure.
That's not bad. That's a 16.
16.
Add 6 to that.
22.
22. The recollection that you had was like spotty. So I think with the 22, you recognize that like you remembered the things that seemed to be important to you at that time, as a kid would. Of like you don't remember, what led you from the, from having the figure show up to, exactly, those things. And that's, that might be useful, it might not be.
It was also well over triple digits years ago. This could be forgetting something.
It's hard because I think you made a very good point of like we have to be very careful with what we say and what we don't. I mean at the forefront of your mind, I think with the 22 is how strange one of them looked to you.
Yeah. And it's the one that was casting that was the one that looked super weird, right? Wanted to triple check. I'm like, I think I smell what you're putting down, but I want to like.
Yeah. I think you probably learned of Aarakocras.
Yeah, with her library hunting.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a Eric Coker, and then there was a really weird looking one that they were like big, large ears, taller snout situation, trunk, maybe.
Oh, fuck you, Nalani. He has my journal. Oh, I pull a marble out, and it levitates just above my palm, and then flashes an image of the Loxodon that we met in.
Taruk.
There it is.
That guy.
This.
Tarok, but yes.
Tarok,
Tarok.
sorry.
I might have said Taruk at some point. So
I have it written down as Tarok even. I just said it.
Yeah.
Did they look like this?
Yeah.
Look exactly like that. Bridget, roll me a... No, you already rolled it. Bridget looked exactly like that.
Yeah, like this, everything is the same. Like, everything is the same. Like, not a hair out of place.
Really?
Time bullshit.
We met him several months ago. He seemed out of place even then. He wasn't sure when he was. He didn't ask about where. He asked when. In the mountains near Araskar.
In the mountains near Araskar.
Burente's just a few leagues south of there.
Yeah. I think my memory was his end point.
What do you mean his end?
You mentioned he was trying to ask when he was, right?
Yes.
Follow with me for a second. If he was maybe jumping through time in different spots, falling through time in different spots, to him his life may be linear, but to us he's jumping both past, present, and future, all linear to him. His end was the night, was my night, or something like that.
Roll me a history check. Elster, if you want some help.
22.
22? Okay, cool. He seemed pretty... It was a while ago. Almost feels like it was, like 4 years ago. He seemed to be aware that he was not moving linearly. He also seemed to be very... He didn't say a lot, but he also made it pretty clear in the idea of the questions he was giving, he had no control over this. In some ways, Bridget may be right, but in other ways, Bridget is exactly wrong.
Does Bridget know of Brucelli?
Yeah, right? Because that's how you met Jerry?
Yeah.
Or how you saw Jerry again?
Yes, yeah, because we made that a joke at some point. Because
Yes.
Yeah, you guys ran into
Prim
Jerry.
saw Jerry. Prim saw Jerry. Different
Oh,
character.
Prim saw Jerry. That's right.
It was whether or not Bridget, but also like I feel like Brucelli did enough with Faye bullshit that probably
It's possible that Bridget would know of Brucelli.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just as a reference point of something that she might bring up in this conversation, as someone else who is shifting through time.
Was Turok the one that was attacking you?
He wasn't attacking. He was the one that was merging, casting the spell.
The one that the other one was trying to stop, or at least asking.
Yes. The other one wanted to kill me. Thought it was... I believe he even said, before striking down, it wasn't their way.
It wasn't their way to kill, or it wasn't their way to...
Whatever he was doing.
that Turok was doing.
Correct.
And the other one wanted to kill you, so their way would be killing people.
Correct. Yes. He was, the other one was Eric Cochran, of some nature. I think he had like a mask or something. It was nighttime, it was dark.
And you think that you'll find these people with the blue eyes through the stars?
They threatened my entire family if I talked about them too much. Which is also why I haven't been saying their names. Even though you know who one of them is.
Which...
So if I know that my family is dead, that's less of something they can hold over me.
Joke. Clinton doesn't remember this. The shadow that killed the wizard in Azumari that Alistair saw. It was
Yes.
Was it just a humanoid shape, or were there features that... Was it Eric Hoken is what I want to know.
Definitely not Eric Cochran. Seemed humanoid.
All right, cool. Thank you.
You can give me an Arcana check, Clinton. Sorry.
Oh,
Alistair.
sweet. There we go. 33?
33. What was Turok trying to cast? That wasn't clear. Does Bridget know?
Bridget, I need you... Close your eyes for a second. And
Okay.
imagine you're back there that night. Not you watching, removed from the situation. You there on the grass. Turok casting the spell right at the beginning. What do his hands do? What do his arms do?
He he held a hand out in front of me and Turnip. And then I think they started to glow. And then
Were his hands empty?
I believe so.
And
I remember Turnip. The other thing there, Turnip got like sleepy and laid down. It wasn't like he faded or anything like that. It was like he got tired.
what did he say? What words did he use?
I don't remember him saying anything outside of when I started to yell at him. He said, "Stop! I need to concentrate. You're making this more difficult. Please let me concentrate." And then darkness.
With that information and that Arcana check that you rolled, Alistair, it's hard to tell, if this was Turok from 300 years ago or whatever, right? Obviously, a lot of things kind of happen to a person for them to kind of change and whatever. But it seems pretty... What's worse, killing someone or sending a child into a Feywild wilderness disguised as something else for forever? Pretty obvious I think maybe at least in Alistair's head, the second one, for sure. That's suffering. Suffering is suffering. You think there's a possibility that Turok failed in his spell? Something happened. Something broke. Whatever the spell was supposed to do was most likely designed to keep Bridget safe, because the alternative was to kill Bridget. So to keep Bridget safe, that reaction, what happened, does not do that. So maybe it failed. And then, from there, I think you may get close to recognizing an idea of the thing that you were kind of like touching on here, and what Bridget was touching on, is that Bridget said that maybe I was Turok's end. You think there's a possibility that the spell that happened that night was the beginning of Turok's journey. That when that spell broke, so did Turok. And was doomed in some manner to float about in time. I mean, time as the idea of a separate sort of measurement could also be identified as almost a separate sort of plane. If Bridget was being banished to a different plane and the spell didn't work. So yeah, I think I'll say that's enough for Alistair, you to kind of recognize that there's a possibility that while it is Turok's fault,
started it.
Yeah.
I was gonna do this anyways for Devlin, but I want to cast Detect Evil and Good, which just gives me undead, fae, demons, I think, within 30 feet. But
Okay.
we've done it before as also as kind of auras on people when we do identify them. But also, we've since Ostial, Alistair has hinted at viewing when he views like the weave of magic, a new one that's kind of like a marble white that fades in and out, and that's kind of been like the time piece of it. If I look at Bridget, does it look like something was done that either backfired or failed, or does it look like there's something, for some reason, why that would happen with Bridget? What is special about Bridget that reflected or broke this spell? That's a lot to ask on a lot of flavor, but
Interesting.
that's what I'm gonna ask.
Oh man, that's good. I'm gonna ask for an Arcana check, and it's gonna have to be a pretty high one.
Okay.
But if you get it, this will open some things.
Okay, so it's 16 on the dice, which gives me a 30 total, and I will throw resources at it to make it a 36, because I think it's fair I spend something here.
Hey, add a d6 as well with the Cosmic Omen.
You can add that to a check.
I
It is attack roll, saving throw, or an ability check. Roll a
rolled a-
d6 and add it to the total.
I rolled a 6 on that. So we're at a 42.
Hey Joe. Hey Joe.
Eva, do you have to see somebody to give them bardic?
Yeah, I do. Sorry.
Dang, just below. No,
Just shy of
42.
50.
Yep, just shy of 50. Wow. Go ahead and roll a D3. Mary's gonna give the weird wild magic thing they have.
A T3?
Yeah.
Okay. Three.
Cool. So you get to add 3 to that. So that's 45.
There we go.
Beautiful. Okay. Initial casting of Detect Evil and Good. As a spell itself, nothing. Nothing comes up at all. So you don't recognize anything with Bridget that is aberration, celestial, elemental. Obviously, you catch some fae, but it's weird. It's almost like a shell. Is what you kind of connect to with Bridget. Bridget is fae, but also only because of the idea of like similar to how you would look at like a hexblood, as it was a transformation, not an ancestry, so to speak. In that regard, in that shell that you see, because of the confines of Detect Evil and Good, I'm going to say you notice... Bridget, you tell me where the spell hit you.
Oh, Joe.
Right on your butt.
I was gonna say the heart.
Yeah.
That's what Joe
Yeah,
said.
don't say the butt. The butt was a joke. Don't say the butt.
In the heart, like right in the core, in
Yeah.
between the lungs, like if someone put an orb right in the middle of the chest.
Okay, terrifying, honestly, for this very reason. Alistair, you see that there is a weird sort of mark right on Bridget's chest, right where Bridget's heart is, that seems fiendish. Which is terrifying because that means Bridge is a fiend. And then you kind of step a little bit off to the side and you see it's not the heart, it's the shell where the heart would be.
I think just while I'm figuring this out in my head, Alistair does the same thing, but without really thinking. I think he reaches out and traces the mark on Bridget's chest, and as he does, it's here. Yes, this here.
That's my chest. What?
The spell. This is.
Miri pops up. Woo!
Bad. No. That's where he was holding his hand in front of me.
It's where the spell hit you. Are you certain that it was these blue-eyed creatures that you speak of?
Yeah. To be totally fair, it was what Echo showed me. Those aren't those are the memories that Echo is remembering of it. It's we're getting a print of a print situation potentially. I don't have those memories back. I don't have the specifics.
It brings up an interesting wrinkle
Sorry, Angel,
to
just saw
everything.
Which is
The signature that is left from whatever happened to you is fiendish in nature.
what?
Fiends. They
I know what
from the. Oh,
from the hells.
yes. So either these, what did the owner say? Near godlike beings are, at least some of them, one of them, is fiendish, or they all are. Or at least that's where they drew their power.
You rolled a 45. So I'll give you this. Alice, you start thinking of that, and you see that it is on the shell, not the person.
Mhm.
You think there's a possibility the reason why it didn't work was because fiendish magic?
I had previous fiendish magic. Is this what I'm hearing?
You were protected by fiendish magic.
I was.
Ah, the Aarakocra.
Huh?
The Aarakocra. I think they did this to you, but not They didn't mean to do this.
Okay.
It's a shell. Something that's surrounding your heart. My guess is whatever Turok was trying to do was going to kill you, and the other one managed to step in before that happened.
And protected me with fiendish magic?
Magic comes from everywhere. Fiend.
How many fiends do you know?
How many
much-
do you know?
Oh, like none. I genuinely was curious. I don't know how like prevalent is fiendish magic on this plane.
I would imagine from between. Nope. Oh, nope.
Nope, like just not at all. Actually, I'll say, Alistair, give me. Oh man, no. I'm gonna say it. You know who would know?
Dr. Caravan. And Io.
Io spent a lot of time with a very different Dr. K, who's specifically focused on these types of things. So does Alistair reach out for the expertise of a colleague?
Yeah. Io.
This better be good. I was on my way to La La Land.
Fiendish magic. Io.
Float flies right up to the...
Yeah, just comes right up.
Okay, so, yeah, what are we talking about here?
I believe that whatever happened to Bridget, it's a direct result of someone using magic from the fiends, fiendish magic in nature.
Do we know if it's infernal or diabolical? Not that
I
can tell.
I called you up here
Okay,
because
okay.
I
So-
wouldn't know the difference.
Yes. So, I wouldn't be able to see the magical shell though at all. Like
You
Alistair
wouldn't, no?
Well,
No, I think there's like, honestly, there's a, I love how Alistair's saying this, but the reality is, Io, you need more information.
Yeah. All right. I think Io takes out his notepad for him to sketch. Sketch what you see here. Sketch what you have ascertained from Bridget. And show me.
Yeah, I draw the symbol. I draw any other relevant information or images that I pick up when I look at her.
Okay.
Beautiful. Cool. Io, you see it is an infernal rune that is interesting, not because it is strange or not seen very much. It's seen everywhere infernal magic is researched on Astera.
So this is like, just to rewind it back just a quick second. This is kind of like baby's first kind of infernal magic in terms of this is what anybody who knows infernal magic would know, or this is like uncommon specialist. Go ahead.
I'd say it's like similar to like the idea of like reading the name Smith. Like it's just everywhere.
Okay. Well, I can tell you this came from a devilish kind of place. It's infernal. It's definitely not It's definitely not diabolical. It didn't come from demons. There's a difference. Scholars debate what the difference is, but it's kind of
You know
generic.
from Dr. Kestrel what the... Dr. Kestrel has proven a very specific point that you think is the truth on the idea of the difference between demons and devils. But I will tell you this. The difference between demons and devils are actually very important here.
Yeah. And did he prove the fact that one's more chaotic and the other one's more like kind of law-based, or?
I would say because of either the lack of resources or the lack of interest or the lack of, like, Alistair knows so much about magic and doesn't know anything about infernal stuff. It's
Gotcha.
just a thing of like, we don't have enough information, and also it's there's not enough here to be able to research into that sort of realm. So you kind of have to go with your gut, and Dr.
Yeah.
Kestrel has been like very like, my gut says it's this.
Gotcha. So you see here, it follows so many rules, and there's a form of reasoning here. There's a formula here. That's how we can tell it comes from devils. They're orderly, from what me and Dr. K have kind of. That's where our theories lead us. But I just don't have enough to go on, other than, I mean, this is the equivalent of like the most common last name in your area. You'd see this anywhere you'd see infernal stuff. It could be part of a ritual. It could be part of.
You said before Turok cast the spell, the other one said, "This is not the way we do things." Correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Then they were protecting you, right? There's a code. Is that what you're saying? The demons, there's a code that they follow.
Devil.
That's a devil.
They wouldn't refer to it as a code.
An oath,
It
a
would-
pact.
Yes. A pact, bargain.
Contract?
Yes, that's it. A contract. Signed on a dotted line, and yes.
Alistair, can you tell if the shell is older than the Fae?
Can I?
Because you said there was Fae essence, or you could probably see that there was Fae essence. If the Infernal has been there longer than the Fae, then it's safe to assume that the Infernal was there before I got sent to the Feywild.
I'll say with the 45, because you guys have done all the work here. This is a really good question. The idea of the timing of what turned into what is very important here. With Bridget being hit by a spell, as mentioned, Alistair just doesn't seem to really make sense in the idea of just causing suffering for no reason. You don't know a lot about Turok, but you have seen from that, just doesn't really make sense to that. So Turok was not trying to send Bridget to the Feywild. Couldn't have been. That doesn't work. So whatever Turok was doing, there was a contract that said Turok can't do that. And Turok couldn't do that to someone who was born on this plane. So when Bridget asks how old the shell is, the newest thing about Bridget is the Fae thing. And Io says this rune is seen everywhere in Astera.
This rune is seen everywhere because they're everywhere. When you say contract, that is the only way. Is that what you mean?
Only way. When a devil makes a deal, they're not like Fae. They have it in writing. If it's not in writing, it's null and void. So,
Is
yes.
it just me, or is it everyone then?
Well, I don't have the special eyes in this case.
What did the owner say? Why do the Watchers, the blue-eyed people, why do they have domain over Astera?
I don't know.
Bridget, roll me a luck check.
It's an 11. It's above a 10.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna say this would be a pretty high luck check. I'll say that this is.
Wait, I
this
have
is still a
inspiration.
fail.
I have inspiration. Let me try.
Do it.
I'll allow it. Yeah.
Let me try.
Big money.
Nope, that's a natural one.
Nope, go one more. No, I can't do it on a luck check. Sorry.
Yeah, not a luck check. You guys got so much more than I thought you would. Yeah, Bridget, you get the feeling that the answer or the next piece of the puzzle is on the tip of your tongue because of something you've been doing recently.
The stars?
Maybe not that recently.
Oh.
I'm gonna pause you guys there.
Okay. I'm not fully
You guys got a lot to
tracking,
think about. I'm gonna roll a luck check here. Okay, cool. That's a 17 on the die. Gwen falls asleep. As Io is upstairs. Miri is somewhere in between. So that just leaves you, Eva. So Eva, as your Eva, are you actively watching over Dr. Devlin, or are you just keeping an eye?
Just keeping an eye.
Okay, cool. In that case, then go ahead and roll me a perception check.
My passive perception's 23, if that makes a difference.
That does make a difference. Cool. I'm gonna say with that passive perception, because you're keeping an eye, which means you're just trying to kind of be aware there. You noticed. Trying to think of how to put this here. Yeah, this is a little bit of a reach, but go with me. You notice that Dr. Devlin's breathing has picked up a little bit. This is actually a much easier thing. You guys were taking care of him, checking his eyes, doing all that stuff. I don't think you probably put the glasses back on. Right? I'm not really sure why you would.
Eva left him where the others left him, so.
Cool. They're on his face. And that's not how you left them. Looking over at him, he looks like he is pretending to be asleep.
He's a human, right?
Yes.
She's gonna move over to the side of the bed and kind of just rest one elbow on it as she's flipping through a book. Thank goodness all of those pesky weirdest kids are out. Can just hang out with a stranger for a bit. Someone who's good at keeping secrets.
Gonna roll a intelligence check for him. Okay, it's a 15 on the die. You know, I've read your book.
That's quite an honor. I can't say I've done the same for your research, but heard good things.
I think I owe you the professional courtesy of letting you know I didn't like it.
That's the beauty of taste. You don't have to like everything. We all have different palates.
That is very true. Where are
What
we
should I
going?
I believe. Well, first, what should I call you? I've heard professor, doctor, a bunch of different names. What do you prefer to be called?
I haven't been a professor in some time. Doctor is fine.
Doctor. We're heading through the desert right now. Of course, that can change depending on what you tell us.
It's
What were you running from?
I am aware. I have listened to countless stories, excerpts, witnesses giving their crazed testimony on a thing that just makes them seem crazy. So I will bite my tongue and beg you, if we are not traveling west, to turn around.
She's gonna move closer to him. I am a storyteller. Whatever you tell me will not seem outlandish, ludicrous. I'm also not educated as some of your colleagues might be. So, what you tell me is what I know. Why don't you explain to me what happened from your perspective?
Roll me a persuasion check.
32?
Oh, God. So good. There was an attack on some miners. It's happened quickly. Violently. Friends. Co-workers. Ripped apart in front of me. We are not supposed to dive this deep. This wide. We dug too deep. And something is telling us no.
What? What is it that lurks below? Is it the same thing that occupies your mind? Makes you rely on the dream route?
Very insightful for an author. He takes off his glasses and looks at you. You see he has light brown eyes. They're nice. And he's waiting for you with bated breath. Rolling inside you.
$21.
He expects you to be in some form of shock and surprise at what you see. And you don't see anything.
Well, you are handsome, Doctor. I'm not sure that
Don't play games. You
constitutes
see.
fanfare. I see soft brown eyes like coffee. Oh, not the chocolate.
You see him reach out and weakly try to kind of grab. You can easily sort of throw him, like push it aside if you wanted to, but
Let's
he's
still
trying to
let
kind of
him.
grab at you to sort of to pull you close. What? You don't see him? You don't
Your
see
eyes are
him?
brown. Who is he?
Pushes you off. We need to go. Are the people outside?
She's going to hold on to him as he's pulled her in.
Mm-hmm.
And enthrall him.
Oh, what'd that do?
Wisdom save. It's a wisdom save to start.
DC 20, right?
And DC 20.
Fail.
Charmed for the duration. Disadvantage on perception checks made to perceive any creature other than you until the spell ends.
Sorry, I keep switching. To deceive? Is that what you said?
To perceive. Disadvantage to perceive
Okay.
any creature other than you until the spell ends.
Okay.
As she just
yeah.
holds him there, she says, I need you to calm down. Message up to Bridget. Get inside right now.
Alistair,
What?
you have detecting evil and good up. you feel something whoosh past you, swooping down only enough to be able to get a closer look and then swoop away.
What was that?
Eva just said that we need to get inside.
Okay, we can. Let's go meet everybody first. Then that's my vote, and that's the one I'm going with. And Io goes downstairs to meet Eva.
You got it. Bridget, what's your current AC?
I have a lovely 19.
Cool. Oh no, you have protective evil and good, or no, detect evil and good, right?
It was detect, not protection.
Not protect. Cool, awesome. Bridget, you get stabbed through the heart by this long, spiky, bony tail as you immediately go limp. And with that, we're going to end tonight's session. We'll see you all next week.
What? You fucking what?